here, girl. I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not, okay? This is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I could give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin product, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISOT down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird, whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
Hi everybody, what's going on? Listen, how y'all doing? Thank you for joining me for another BondyBlue show. All right, listen, I'm not gonna be here too long. We got a few things to get into, and we're gonna do another one tomorrow for sure. Okay, it's just girl this week, this week. Okay, but I did give y'all Married to the Medicine last night. So if you missed it, go check it out. Go do that. Also, please don't forget to follow my other YouTube page. Okay, BondyBlue Bites. Okay, don't forget to go and follow that page. That's where I cut up my BondyBlue shows and I post them over there, like, you know, by specific story, subject matter, whatever. So check that out. Okay, while we're doing, okay. Also, don't forget to support, check out, if you will, if you want to, if it's on your mind to, Reset by Design Wellness, girl, where we're going to reset, okay? Relax, relate, release. Sign up, okay, so that you can find out the goings on, when we travel next, where we're going to. Don't forget, we got our Bali retreat too. If you're interested, make sure you go and sign up on resetbydesignwellness.com, and also follow us on Instagram. Okay, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. Listen, I'm glad y'all are here. It's a few things. Chloe and Burner Boy, Lizzo, Jamie Foxx, Cam Newton, Bree Tessie, Travis Hunter / Shannon Sharp, Jay-Z, Tony Buzbee, and more. So that's what we're going to do today. I hope you guys are comfy, because after I get off from here, we have an 8:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 Eastern, K, live with Jamie, that's me, for the Ooh Ladies First panel. So yes. Okay. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm gonna start here, girl. Okay, I'm gonna start here. So, girl, apparently Chloe Bailey was down to the Lagos, okay, to see Burna Boy. These are the flowers that she entered into the airport with. Okay, our girl looked cute. Nails were done. Okay, face is fresh. Flowers are gorge. All right, smiling black car. Police escort. It's real cute. Security. It's real cute, girl. It's very, very cute. We're loving it. Okay, we're feeling it. We hope you're having a good time. Okay, and then we fast forward. Let's fast forward. Hold up. Or are we rewinding? Yes, I'm sorry. We're rewinding. I wanted to save that because I wanted to show how it all began. Okay, he is definitely, trying to get this coochie using that dollar. using charisma and that dollar, he is definitely going to get the cooch with those types of antics. Girl, where are the other? I'm about to be mad. I must have passed it up because I know I saved it. I know I saved it because I did like a little quick video on Instagram, and y'all was in the comments kind of low key letting me know just letting me know a lot about y'all, okay? Because in the video, I'ma find it. Okay, hold up. Let me go to my page because I think it was the neighborhood talk. It was the neighborhood talk, I believe. But let me go to my shit. Okay. A lot of y'all just was letting me know something about y'all, okay? Because it was this one here. Yes, it was this one here. It's the neighborhood talk. And it was this video, it was the first one I saw. They're in the club. Homegirl is zooted, okay? Zooted, out of there, having a good time, okay? Real cute, feeling it. All right, Burna Boy is standing on the seats. I want to be very clear to everybody. He's standing on the seats because the little guy can't see. All right. And so, as a woman whose husband is 6'2", I'm sorry, I don't often find myself like hugging my husband's like Johnson in public. Like, no, I don't find myself doing that a lot. But there are so many of y'all that wanted to let me know how much y'all love to hug y'all men like that. And I'm like, oh, look at y'all with y'all little bitty men. That's so cute. Um, wait. I'm trying to, cause like there was a part, and I feel like it's not even this part. It's not even that she's just hugging him or enjoying him or slightly zooted and needing him to help her not fall the fuck down. It's not even that. There is literally a shot of them where she is staring up at him with the goofiest fucking smile on her face, and it is just all of us women, I feel like, are recognizing it as a look of doom. Girl, we are seeing the foreshadowing of circular conversations of this nigga playing you out. Like after he done did all of this whining and dining, giving you all this attention. Look, they all in each other's face. Girl, it's cute. It's cute. And that's why my commentary is, girl, have a good time. Enjoy him. Hop up or down on that thing. You know what I'm saying? Get into it, girl. Wear protection. Make sure you got, STD tested, because Burna Boy look like he might actually be burning. And that's like no disrespect. When you look like this, like when you a medium ugly nigga and you got like the body of somebody that know how to climb up a tree, and then like, you know what I'm saying, cut a whole branch off the tree with just one arm and then climb back down, like something about that for a lot of women is attractive, even if the face ain't always. Hold up, y'all. Oh, so you just in here. Okay, got it. I'm sorry, my dog. He's not ugly. I didn't say he was ugly. I said medium. Medium. And I'm also talking about what your actual attraction to him is about and why you feel like he's not ugly. I'm not saying he's ugly. I don't like to call people ugly. That's rude. Okay. I'm just going to say, looking at the both of them, looking at the head to shoulder ratio, the center of gravity being curved inward, it is given his talent is not only in the musical aspect of this, but in the dictum of this. And he's giving, Tarzan, yes, it's giving he's going to, jigger squat monkey fuck the piss out of her. Like it is giving he's going to put one leg here, and then he's going to be running around his really nice house with her like this for like a good 30 to 45 minutes. Like that's what it's given. And therein lies the attraction. Therein lies the attraction. That's what it's giving, right? And so for a lot of us, what we are recognizing here is that if she is not astute, if she is not smart, if she is not protecting her emotions in this situation, this man might. It's a strong might, bitch. It's a probably. he gonna hurt your feelings real bad, and it's gonna be public. Therefore, it may be embarrassing. Like, I'm sorry. And the way your sister, like, yeah, here it is. Like the way her sister, you know what I mean, was over there kind of low key crashing out just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we talking about what we know probably was going on in real life, it's just us. It's just us definitely being a little nervous for her. Like, we want her to have a good time, but we don't want you to be looking up to this nigga in a worshipy way. So when all of y'all women was sitting in my comments explaining to me why y'all would be looking up at this nigga and hugging his crotch in public and all of that because his little short ass need to stand on something. Okay, I hear y'all. And I just kind of feel like, be very careful. Be very careful. And I think a lot of y'all assume that it's a toss up if this man is like full of himself or not. And I'm telling y'all, it's not a toss up. So her being who she is, hugging on this nigga's waist because he got to stand on something, looking up at him. Okay, like she just saw the Lord or something. Yeah, girl. It could be the drugs. It could be the weed. It could be the alcohol, girl. It could be the dick that happened the night before. It could have been the flowers, girl. It could have been a culmination of things. We all know it still might be heading down a bad road. Okay. So he's 6'1" and still needed to stand on something. Yeah, have fun. I want her to have fun, y'all. I'm not a hating that. I can see what's going on. I said smash. Okay. But sometimes women who are so beautiful, they don't always like know how beautiful they are. And they sometimes let medium faced ass niggas treat them like, they not Babs Bunny or somebody. And I'm talking about actual Babs Bunny, not Queen of the Streets, Babs Bunny, not her. Okay. I just assumed he was short because he was standing on the people's furniture. That's just what I assumed. Okay. That's just what I assumed. 6'1". Yeah, that's what you think? Okay. Sure. Sure. Nigga probably 5'9". Get out of here. Anyway, saltwater daughter. Hey, boo. Happy birthday. I'm tipsy on vacay, but I had to pop in for a minute. Like the video, y'all. Yes. Thank you so much for popping in on your vacation, girl. I need one too. I hope you have an amazing time. Okay. And listen, I really don't want y'all to get me wrong. Cause I do feel like girls gonna have their good times. You know what I'm saying? Girls gonna have their good times as they should. Okay. But girl, if you don't know what a nigga that's about to fuck up your uterus done, bitch, if you don't know what they look like, okay, listen, I know what they look like. All right. I see y'all saying he's tall. I see y'all saying that. I do see y'all saying that. I do see y'all saying. So I'm just gonna assume like whatever bench that he's standing on is really close to the ground. That's what I'm gonna assume. Because he's absolutely standing on something. It's not really giving that tall of a stature to me. But hey, if y'all say he tall, cause y'all say he tall, then I guess he tall. Still, the nigga standing on something. Okay, it was just a joke in general, but the nigga still standing on something, and I'm dying. I don't know. Damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't like this level that they was on. I didn't like the level that they was on. And I'm gonna say it again. I didn't like the level that yes, I pay attention to things that most people think don't matter. I do. I absolutely do. I absolutely do. How tall? Yeah, yeah. Y'all say y'all think I know he's sitting, but I also feel like I'm looking at his legs in comparison. Like I'm looking at how his body looks and I'm looking at her body. Yeah, I guess 6'1" is not as tall as it seems, huh? Hmm. Hmm. They got a big ass head, though. I know that. Yeah, big ass head, small hips. Probably gonna wear her ass out. Gonna wear her ass out. Okay. Listen, I think that's what we're saying, but it's definitely giving enjoy the ride, have fun, and don't crash out on these internets, please. Please don't crash out on the internet. I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you at all. But that, like I said, have a good time, please. Girl, enjoy it for all of us. Okay? Enjoy it for all of us. Chloe. Listen. Girl. Girl. Okay. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going to the next thing. Hold up. Okay. I got to find it. I got to find it. Here we go. So y'all, Lizzo talked to Keke Palmer. And I just wanted to point out some things I noticed. Let's listen.
Bombshell lawsuit against Lizzo.
Lizzo has not commented on the suit.
Our efforts to reach Lizzo's production company were unsuccessful.
Hold up. That's not, is that the one? Is that the one? I feel like I watched one that was like actual clips.
None of that bombshell law.
Be upset. Was it neighborhood talk again? Oh my God. I hate the way I feel like I be seeing these things. Girl, we're gonna talk about that. And when I go back to find them, they not there.
All of this.
See, look, I knew I had saved it. There's some games people play with me. Okay, let's get into it.
This came literally out of nowhere. And you can ask me anything about it because I got dismissed from the case.
Yeah, that's a big weight off your shoulders, I'm sure.
Yes, and we're continuing to fight the other claims until they're all dismissed and not dropped, dismissed, which means a judge saw this and in the court of law, he looked at the evidence and said, okay, we can't allow this to go through because the evidence was.
Y'all, I'm sorry, but Keke is so unserious to me. Girl, I'm sorry. I'm really sitting up here giggling at Keke.
Evidencing against the claims.
Yeah.
So it is a big victory, but
so let's get into the details. Obviously, August 2023, 3 former backup dancers filed a lawsuit against you, your production company, and your dance captain, Shirlene Quigley. They all accuse you of sexual, religious, and racial harassment, disability discrimination, assault, false imprisonment. I mean, this is a list. Creating a hostile work environment and weight shaming. So obviously, you know, it was dismissed.
Yeah.
They went through it. The judges must did.
All of this came literally out of nowhere. And you can ask me anything about it because I got dismissed from the case.
Yeah, that's a big weight off your shoulders, I'm sure.
Yes. And
judges must didn't think it was real and valid, but it has to be some connective tissue. So what happened actually that made them pull this from this? I know you dismissed them as dancers, but it was no bad blood. Where do you think they're pulling that from?
So when you think about what the media put as a headline, when you see sexual harassment, when you see assault, all of those things, it is like, whoa, that it's very shocking. But then when you read the claims in the actual lawsuit, it's ridiculous. They're very silly claims. I could go through every single one. The sexual harassment one is really the one that upsets me the most to hear.
This was about something with a strip club. Is that where that came from?
Yeah, we went. So there's a place called Crazy Horse in Paris, France. You heard of it?
I haven't heard of it. Okay, but I be going. Judges must didn't think it was on a strip club.
But this isn't a strip club. Crazy Horse is like it's a dance review, but it's in Europe. So a topless dance review, but think about it's like the Rockettes or something, and it's burlesque.
Sure.
And so I've gone for years, and I always invite the performers to like, hey, oh my gosh, you should come through and watch this show, like, and get inspired. And every time I've gone, I've had my performers come and they watch the show, and everything's always been fine. This time I gave like an invitation. It wasn't mandatory. It was just, hey, I'm going to Crazy Horse. Everyone's invited. If you want to come, you can come. There were plenty of people who didn't come, but then there were people who did. We watched the show. It was an amazing show. And the Crazy Horse performers, they wanted to meet me afterwards because, you know, I'm me. And
come on, Leo Moon Rising.
I extended that. I was like, who wants to meet the Crazy Horse dancers? And they were all like, me.
On the strip club.
But this isn't you know, they all raised their hand. So we all went downstairs. We met the dancers. We laughed. We talked. There's photos and videos of the 3 girls who are the ex-dancers who are suing me in a video with them, smiling, having a great time. And we all went back to our hotels. And that is one of the claims of sexual harassment.
Do you feel like, and I'm asking you this because I also often have to think about this, when you are the boss, so to speak, and you're the same age as the people that you're working with, you see them as peers. Even though you're signing the checks, you see these people as people you hang out with, you kick it with, these are your friends. Do you feel that sometimes you were not able to see the way that they perceived you based on you being their boss? Meaning, maybe did they feel like they had to go, or this is my boss, so I got to be chill. I don't see her as my friend or my homegirl. I feel like I got to do this, or I feel like I got to be down with it because I want to keep my job. Do you think that could have ever played a part into them now feeling like what they're feeling or saying now?
You know, they all raise a hand.
What they've been saying?
Well, I can't speak for how they felt because I don't know, but I definitely, the first half of your question, was I unable to see that? Yes, because the way that I came up, and people who have been following me for a long time know that when I even started as an indie artist, I was hiring my friends.
Right.
And that's how it is in this industry.
For sure.
You hire your friends, and if they're not your friends when you hire them, they become your friends. And like that boss employee dynamic in the music industry isn't as like intense as it is in the corporate world.
It's blurred, which is why coercion is so prominent, which is why Russell Simmons can say he never forced anybody, but the girl can say she felt like you pushed her into a corner. You feel me?
I literally toured with people that I considered my best friends and sisters for years. And I hear about artists who don't even talk to their dancers, who don't mingle with them at all. And I used to be like, why it's like that? Like, it don't gotta be like that. We can all be family and hang out and have a good time. But now I see why. And I think this experience taught me how to set those kinds of boundaries, not just to protect them, but to protect myself.
Yeah, because to your point, I know personally, and you know, they have some stuff in acting, but in our entertainment industry in general, everything is so casual. There is no HR person coming in and always checking on you. Every now and then we have a SAG union person coming in, but we don't be telling them the truth all the time. Sorry, y'all.
Oh,
I gotta keep the jobs. No. But my point is to make with that is that, you know, it is something to be said about that when you are an independent contractor or a boss or an entrepreneur, that you have to implement these things, you know, and I love the accountability you're taking on saying, well, maybe I, you know, could do better next time to make sure that I'm safe and they're safe, and this, that those lines aren't blurred, because I think it's tough, because you do want to be, I want to be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
But how they're perceiving me and how that then can be taken out of context or.
Yeah. Well, and let's be clear. I did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So I have no regrets, but I do have now this learned experience that is preparing me for the boss that I am becoming.
Yeah, I have some stuff in acting, but in our entertainment industry in general,
It was a
judge.
All of this came literally out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And you can ask me anything about it because I got dismissed.
I'm trying to find, there was another clip that I saw, y'all, that I just finished watching, where I believe she was like crying, like that's the one I want to look at, because that specific clip was making me feel away.
Now that bombshell lawsuit against Lizzo.
Lizzo has not commented on the suit.
Our efforts to reach Lizzo's production company were unsuccessful.
I only want to do this interview once, and I feel like this was the best place to do it.
Now that bombshell lawsuit against Lizzo.
Lizzo has not commented on the suit.
Our efforts to.
I could have sworn I saw this video that was like a clip, and she was like crying and saying that the people, you know, it was, I don't want to start putting words in her mouth, but damn it, I'm mad. I thought I had saved it. Such foolishness. Either way, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm a little in the middle. And I say I'm a little in the middle because a part of me feels like there is something callous. There's something maybe a little cold.
That young girl is.
There's something a little cold about Lizzo.
That period of my life was very dark. because of the feeling of betrayal. Not because I was like, oh my God, like I did something wrong. It was like, no, like the wind was knocked out of me by people that I cared about. And even if it wasn't like you was my best friend in the whole wide world, I hired you. You know, I believed in you. And to feel betrayed.
See all of that? All of that talk right there. Like my barometer for a person that's low-key full of themselves is going off in that moment because you feel like nobody can make an accusation against you because you believed in them, because you hired them. That one ain't got nothing to do with the other. One ain't got nothing to do with the other.
On that level was like deeply earth-shattering. And then the betrayal from the public, where they were just like, well, we believe it. You know, we've known you for 5 years and we've seen, you know.
That's another thing. We've known you for 5 years. Girl, you're a performer. We don't know you. We don't know you. Like, that's wild for you to even say that. Let's continue.
How you stand up for, you know, marginalized people and bigger bodies and Black women. But you know what? We don't believe you anymore. I was like, oh, okay. Valid, fair. I get it.
Okay, so if it's valid and it's fair and you get it, then how can you say, that's why I'm saying I don't feel like it's a lie. It's more so a betrayal that you actually let everybody know what was going on. More so than, you know, I don't think I did anything wrong. That shit too. Now I'm starting to feel like maybe there was an energy, an unspoken energy that those girls had to come when you requested them.
And then the betrayal from the media. That period of my life was worked so hard to get to this place in my life. I know, too. And it's like,
girl, I'm sorry. It's Kiki saying, I know, me too. Oh, girl. Girl, first of all, Kiki, don't make it about you. Second of all, I don't know what's going on in this interview, bitch, but I feel like I'm watching two prima donnas have a delusional conversation and validate each other's delusion. And I don't even know if that's the case, but girl, that's how I feel. Let me continue. Listen, just because the case was dismissed doesn't mean that she didn't have an energy that was kind of bullying to the people around her, is what I'm saying. And I also feel like sometimes it's hard to prove an environment if nobody's actually saying anything. Sometimes people say things when they don't give you certain jobs or when they're cold to you one day, not because they actually said anything to you. And when they said that she made fatphobic remarks about how people needed to lose weight or whatever the fuck, like just because you advocate for that doesn't mean that you wouldn't say those things to people. Because a lot of people, i.e., remember Dr. Jackie? Advocating for, you know, Black women when it comes to their mortality rate, when they're, you know, in utero having babies and all of this, and then turned around and said that women cry wolf. Like, they promote one thing, but then say another. Yeah, it's a common occurrence, especially in people that are, I don't want to call them narcissists because I feel like people keep saying everybody is not a narcissist. It's 1% of the population that are narcissists from what I understand. But I still feel like people can have narcissistic tendencies. They can do certain things that act within that same mind frame of feeling like they're infallible or they're above reproach. And I feel like that's how she is coming off.
I fucking slept out of my car and I didn't know where I was going to get my next meal. And I've been through so much pain and loss. And I just try to work through that pain and loss and bring joy to the world. That's it. That's all I try to do. And that's why for a whole year, I didn't even get on the internet like that mad. I wasn't petty on the internet because I don't even want to bring, even if my pain is valid, that's not my ministry.
I don't think the tears were really real. And I feel like watching her go from that to this feels like a quick emotion change. And also I feel like she's constantly pedestalizing herself in this situation. Even when Kiki tries to say, maybe, you know, you handle things in a way that you don't need to handle it. Yeah, I do need to handle it different. You're absolutely right, because you can't trust these people.
To bring it to the world like that.
And that's
so
why
I kept it. I internalized it. I ate that shit.
You have to just suck it up because it's not
Worked. So this isn't a strip club. Crazy Horse.
Okay. So yeah, y'all. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like I don't know, Lizzo. I don't know, girl. A part of me feels like, people do take advantage and people do, throw out lawsuits frivolously to get a check from somebody. But I also feel like it's more often than not that people who are bosses in any respect sometimes overplay their hand. And I pay attention to words and what people say. And that is why I played that specific clip, because it was not edited and it was her saying exactly how she felt about the situation, and she pedestalized herself. I feel like there's something to be said about that. I feel like there's something to be said about that. Okay. I've been sad to mad. I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have, honey. I still said what I said. So Jamie Foxx allegedly injured during a fight at Mr. Child for his birthday dinner. He dipped before police arrived. Man, look, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but this story took me the fuck aback. It really did. I was just kind of like, wait a minute. This man just did a Netflix special about how he almost died from a stroke. And somebody decided to hit him in the face with a glass. And then y'all, it come to find out it's some jackass like producers, not the people that actually own, Jackass, all of them famous dudes that you might know of and all of that, not them, but the people that work for them. And I was just kind of like, it's low-key giving racism. It's giving racism. So first of all, one of the things that they did, and this came out later on, was projected a penis onto the wall next to the table where Jamie and his daughters were having dinner for his birthday. He goes over to say, hey man, chill out. And they end up getting into a back and forth where one of the guys throws a glass at Jamie, hits him in the face, and he has to go to the hospital and get stitches. They said it's being investigated. Let me see. Law enforcement sources revealed that police were called about the altercation, but Jamie had already left by the time they arrived. An assault report was filed, listing Foxx as a party involved, and officers plan to follow up with him. A witness claims Jamie may have been injured during the scuffle, and he didn't say for medical attention. So far, no word. Okay, wait, no, that was late. Let's slide. Hold up. All right, he was recovering. Let me slide. Okay, because you save them as they come, girl. You save them as they come. All right. So yes, Jackass franchise, Dick House Productions, Dick on Wall. Got it. A guest at Fox's dinner mentioned that the group initially sent him a drink, which he declined. The situation escalated when Foxx reportedly exclaimed in front of my daughters after addressing the group. This exchange led to a physical altercation during which someone allegedly threw a glass at Foxx, striking him in the face. The glass shattered upon impact, leaving Foxx with a cut near his mouth. So let me get this straight. This is another situation where a man can't take no for an answer. Because that's what it's giving. It's giving another situation where a man can't take no for an answer. Because I really do feel like this was in, escalation from him denying the drink. And this is Hollywood. I can't trust no drink that was sent to my table. What if I don't feel like drinking alcohol tonight? No, thank you. I don't have to take your drink. The fuck? That's weird. It gets given entitlement. Like what you thought was about to happen. I just don't like the way they was treating Jamie Foxx like he wasn't Jamie Foxx. Like, yeah, like you need better security. I feel like he probably was just on some low-key shit at a place that a lot of celebrities go to. Why do I need security at Mr. Child's? Oh, because there's always some other more important asshole there that the people that work there are too scared to upset. So they're going to allow them to abuse you. I can't tell you how many times I've been in some, high, falutin, bougie ass place, restaurant, bar, what have you. And there is some annoying group of white men that are about to spend so much money on their table that it's going to basically pay for the entire night. Like a lot of those people that come in, those one tables with their little girlfriend or their little family, you're not going to spend that much money. The table full of 7 ignorant, drunk white men in polos, oh my God. They're going to spend a lot of money. They're going to be loud. They're going to be obnoxious. They're going to make everybody around them feel uncomfortable. They're going to make the hood black men who really want to like whip their ass, they're going to make them so nervous. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. And so I feel like that's probably what was going on in this moment. And I feel like Jamie needs better security. Like Jamie just needs to step it up. Like you're Jamie fucking Foxx. Nobody should have been able. First of all, you shouldn't have even had to go and talk to those people yourself. That's another thing I'm thinking. Like, why was he having to go to their table? And that's why I feel like the people in the restaurant weren't going to do anything because they want the money from those assholes. And also because those dudes must have some, prestige in that place. You know what I'm saying? Somebody must give a fuck about their feelings in that place as to not go up to them and tell them if they don't fucking stop to get out. Okay, projecting a penis on the damn wall, during somebody's dinner with their children. Like that's wild. Okay. So, and then doing it because he didn't want to like receive your drink. Like that's wild. Okay. So the fact that Jamie even got hit in the face, I would have been looking like Jamie needs to be looking at, can I press charges at Mr. Childs? Because they should have had security. That should not have happened to me. Like, what's the point of coming to some expensive ass restaurant in Beverly Hills if I'm not going to be afforded safety? Like, that's wild. Okay. So yeah, y'all. We're going to pray for Jamie Foxx. We're going to really need for people to leave Jamie Foxx alone. Listen, don't let them put out the name of those people. We need to see reparations. We need to see something. We need to see something from that situation. I'm telling y'all right fucking now, we need to see somebody be taken to task. All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick little break, add to my massage fund because it's the holidays and you love me. And, I'll be right back.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
I never.
Okay, now I'm back. Okay, now I'm back. Now let's get into what Cam Newton has to say, because he's always saying something so stupid.
Never went to a strip club for women. I always went to strip clubs for guys.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
No homo.
We went to a strip club.
No diddy. I'm a competitor.
I know Diddy.
I wasn't going to spend no money if I didn't see nobody else spending money. As soon as I seen somebody thinking that they got money, okay, you spending 5, I'm going to spend 6. If you're going to spend 10, I'm going to spend 15. And then we're going to have a rain off.
Yeah, I love it.
So
I said you do that in Onyx.
So that's my whole thing. It's like, I don't go to strip clubs for chicks, even though I want decoration. I was a competitor, still am a competitor to think like, nigga, you think you got it, but you don't got it. That 15 that you making, I'm going to spend my 15 and I'm going to make it back easy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I just want to say I am so happy that there are men out here that are so insecure in who they are that women get to make so much money because the men are so insecure and feel like the only reason they're going to throw an exorbitant amount of money on women dancers is not because they enjoy the women dancers, but because they want to one up another man. Do you know how crazy that is? Fuck the gay shit. Like, to me, it's weird that you're not going to strip clubs for your own like actual pleasure. It's so that you can copy what another man is doing. And that is what makes you feel good about yourself. What makes you feel good about yourself is to copy somebody else and then try to outdo them when they're probably not even paying any attention to you. Like they're throwing money on the stripper because they like the stripper or they're enjoying it. And you start throwing money after you watching him on some hater ass shit. Like, oh, I'm gonna go to the ATM and come back because now I see how much you didn't throw. I'm about to throw more than you. Like, first of all, how you competing from the back? Like that's not a real win. If this is really a competition, then you're only paying attention to what the other person is doing so that you can win, not because you're actually about that life like that. And that's the crazy part, because it just goes to show how stingy he is and how fake he is. Like, to me, it even speaks on the mentality he has with Jazzy. Like, as long as the woman isn't going anywhere, he's gonna treat her like shit because there is no competition. That's how he feels. He feels like there is no competition. Even if there are other better options in reality for this woman, in his mind, there's no competition. So you're going to take what I give because I know ain't no competition, because when I go to the club, I spend more money than these other niggas because I'm watching these pockets like a weird nigga. Like it's corny, it's lame, it's fake, it's insecure. And those types of acumens in a person, like tallied up together, like in the size of a man like him, yeah, man, I do feel like if anybody is questioning, Jazzy's in an abusive relationship, y'all. Jazzy's in an abusive relationship, and it doesn't matter that she likes her abusive relationship right now. It's still an abusive relationship, and it's just because he keeps telling on himself. I know, a lot of people don't pay attention to words, but I pay attention to words and what people say and how they say it and what that says about them. Okay. And what he says is that he is insecure and cares more about competing with other men than he does about enjoying a moment he may be having with women. And I do appreciate a man that will compete with other men, but it's not for the right reasons. It's because you're insecure, not because this is a moment where you actually need to be the best at something. This is just a moment that doesn't even matter, but you are so small on the inside. You are taking a moment that's supposed to be fun and turn it into a serious competitive moment because you don't feel good enough. Is that right? So if you don't feel good enough, do you think that's not going to reflect in his relationships? Girl, good luck. Good luck. Let's move on.
I like to be very clear. We don't co-parent. We are very much
This is Bree Tessie. This is one of Nick Cannon's baby mamas.
together. And that's why people are confused.
Wait, okay. Can you explain, Bree, to the listeners who, if they don't know, I want to know your situation.
Yeah. So me and my partner have been on and off for years. And basically he has other partners and we're just open and happy. And that's our thing. So
what would you call that? Is that...
People call it all kinds of, I call it just, I do what I want to do.
It's just your situation.
I'm very, like, I'm not a jealous person. I don't care about, like, I don't want a conventional relationship. I don't want like a full live-in, like, person I'm responsible for. Like, I'm responsible for my child.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like this is probably, which is so crazy, is like the healthiest relationship I've ever had.
It's amazing.
Like, we never fight. We never have any toxicity. Like, we don't argue, like, nothing. And, he's the best dad and he's so present. Like, I've never asked this man to do something and he doesn't do it. Like, it's ever. Like, I like to be very clear. We don't co-parent. We are very much together. And that's why people are confused.
Wait, okay. Can you explain, Bree, to the listeners who, if they don't know, I want to know your situation.
Like, so I don't
so
have
does
any
he live with
complaints. No, I mean, we both work and travel a lot, but it's like we spend multiple nights like together.
Okay. So Bree, I need you to understand something. This is where the physicality of something matters. Y'all are co-parenting because he does not live with you. That's why y'all are co-parenting. And even more so than that, I would say you're doing even less than co-parenting, because are there times when he has the kids and you don't? I think that it sounds really good to say I'm in a relationship that I want and it's so healthy, and I don't want a conventional relationship, and I don't want a man always up in my house. I think that's fine. I think that's perfectly fine. Okay. The problem comes in where you value the relationship in an imbalanced way, meaning that the rules for you are not the rules for him. The rules for him are not the rules for you. So when you say you can do whatever you want, really? Does that mean you can have another partner if you want to? Or does that mean you are exclusively at a house with a baby waiting for when Nick Cannon is putting you in the schedule? And when you say if there's anything I need him to do, he'll do it. Girl, he's a rich man with an assistant. It's not really that hard. It's not really that hard. All he got to do is call his assistant and tell her to do whatever it is you need done. You need something picked up, you need something bought, you need something signed up for, whatever you need. You need somebody to be there. If I can't be there, I could send somebody to be there. The fuck? Why are you acting like we stupid or something like that? I'm gonna let her finish.
This
is amazing.
Yeah, we have set nights that we have, like we go to our yoga all the time, and like we have the nights that we put my son to bed. Like we have a full schedule. Weekends are sports. Like he's very involved, and I think people just, I don't know. I mean,
Have opinion because
yeah.
they're always going to have an opinion on something.
Yeah, but he's involved with those that want to be involved. Like,
Right.
you know, the people that I guess he doesn't deal with don't necessarily want or need him around, you know, but I feel like anyone that chooses that or wants that, like he's happy to do that. He obviously.
So low key, I know she's explaining it in a way, but to me, what I'm hearing is he's there for the ones that are willing to do what he wants. If you are willing to be in the relationship like she is, meaning you're just a house and a bed waiting on a nigga for when he got time for you, then yeah, he gonna deal with you. But see, if you over there like the Nicole chick, the dark skinned girl, LASHAE Nicole, is that her name? I can't remember. Either way, the pretty girl, the model who was in the Pharrell video, the fronting video. Yeah, her, that one. When it come to her and her having the other man, like it is given because another man is there, you're not gonna do what you would do with Bree's baby. Mariah Carey and their kids, Lanisha Cole, thank you. The Mariah Carey's kids are older. He's gonna be there for them, but only as like deemed necessary. And I believe it's a hierarchy. It's a hierarchy. Okay, which means if Mariah ever needs him to come and do something, he'll drop all of the rest of y'all. And then Bree, you know, if Mariah ain't asking, then Bree, you get next up. If there's anybody who he doesn't prefer under you, they don't get that version. So when she's speaking, I almost feel like you're saying not all the mothers get the same treatment as far as how their children are being cared for. That's what it sounds like to me.
Obviously understands the situation that we're in. So he's really good at just doing what, you know, what makes everybody happy. Like, so.
Meaning that if Lanisha Cole, here we go. I feel like he's with Brittany, he's with Abby, and he's with Bree. I'm not sure if he is still with Alyssa, but Alyssa needed her second go round because her baby passed away. Okay, rest in peace to the baby. And so she had to have another one. So she went and circled back. But I don't know if that means that they're together. The ones that have had 3 for him, they're in. And Bree Tessie, she's in. Okay, everybody is this is their hierarchy. What I just told you, it's so that means Bree Tessie is probably not even really that much in the hierarchy when you look at it. Brittany and Abby probably come before her. So it just depends on how the harem is faring at any given moment. Because if one woman is upset with him and angry about something, and she gets moved down in the hierarchy, and her needs and the needs of the child probably aren't met to the same extent. I'm just guessing. This is just conjecture because there's no way that he could be there for all of those kids at one time. And it sounds like, based on what she's saying, that
their relationship is based on how he wants it to go. And when she says he's going to do what makes everybody happy, meaning that if those other women want to move on or have relationships with other men, he's not going to stop them. He's not going to fight for custody. He's not going to bombard them or come in their life. He's going to let them take care of the child all on their own and do it however they want to do it. That's what that means. That doesn't mean, some unselfish thing. I don't think so. I don't. But, I'm also going off of the things I've heard Nick Cannon say, how he talks, the control factor, how he feels about being a man and what that looks like for him. And that seemingly, usually looks like controlling everything around him. And if you're not going to let him control things, then he's going to X you out. That's what it feels like. Okay, but that's her life. And if she like it, then that's great for her. Let's move on. Okay, so let's talk about this. So sometimes when I don't know who people are, I don't give a. If I don't know you, and I don't care. Like, I don't be knowing all of these little football playing little boys that, that everybody be knowing because their husbands make them watch football. I know some of y'all like football, okay? I know. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, most of y'all like football because of some nigga. But anyway, and that's fine. Like, I let that nigga make me watch football. I do. I don't want to hog the remote all the time. You know what I'm saying? You want me to watch? Fine. We'll watch the football. It's nostalgia for me anyway. Don't get me to paying attention and I'm going to get emotionally invested, and I don't want that. Okay, that's how your pressure go up, sitting up there screaming for a team that's going to win a few games and then lose and piss you off. It's too much. But either way, I did not know the young man. And so I was just like, but it kept coming up. And specifically when Shannon decided to bring it up. Okay. So Travis Hunter's fiance was, I guess, acting an ass in front of people as he was receiving an award. And he's, shaking hands with people. That's him right there. Okay. I'm trying to find the one where it originally showed it, because I did not save it, because at the time did not know these people do not care. Okay. Let me see. Can we slide all the way back? Did y'all like the video, or y'all in the comments hating on me? Because that's like a thing. All right, here it is. Travis Hunter's girlfriend giving him attitude. All right.
I just say hear them. You go to the hotel, you go walk around.
We get five Matt. I called him twice. Where's that coming from? What's that?
Trevor, we're going to take one as a group, and that's it.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like y'all expect her to be like looking like Chloe. Y'all expect her to be looking like Chloe right now. That's what it feel like for me. It feel like, yeah, it feels like he, she giving them immature attitude and shit like that. It's supposed to all, be all about her, but he an athlete. So everybody around him feel like, no, bitch, it's not supposed to be about you. It's supposed to be about him. So, that's how everybody feel. But I just kind of feel like these are the girls that these young men like. What is the problem? To me, if this is what everybody was upset about, this is not a big deal to me. So y'all, I think everybody was overreacting to her saying, what am I supposed to just sit here all day? Meaning, like, I'm tired of being here. You want me here, but I'm bored now. So where else can I go? Okay. And I feel like that's more so about her being immature than anything, but they're both young.
Yeah, come on now. Let it go. Yeah. I look at your older son. I did this for you, man. Yeah, man. All the time. But you didn't get to see me. And the time you came to see my games. I'm not saying probably 2 games in high school to seeing me on TV every weekend and coming to see me, man. That means so much to me. I really want to be here. You can't. But trust me, I got you. I'm bringing the trophy home. I love you. Yes, sir.
That's all niggas dream of, bruh. That's every nigga's fairy tale. Y'all want to talk about women fairy tale, finding some man? This is a nigga's fairy tale. Skeeting off in some woman and having a child that is so good at sports that one day that child can call you and tell you that not only did they get signed, but they a Heisman Trophy winner. That way you can cry like through the TV and like, man, that is every nigga's dream. Do you hear me?
And now it is time to make history.
Right. Thanks his dad. He couldn't be there. He was emotional. We got it. You love your dad. We glad he was there for you, because we're always comparing to how the niggas ain't there, right? So yes, we so glad his dad could be there for him. Yes. All right. Everybody was emotional. All right. So Travis Hunter defends his fiance against the backlash she received for her comments as he was taking photos with fans. Says that she has been crying because of the hate she's received online. I'm sure, because I honestly feel like y'all blew that shit out of proportion.
You ain't never had no girl, so why y'all talking about me? Find something else to talk about. You talk about my girl. Go talk about your girl. Go find a girl. Go find a life.
Hello.
Don't worry about what I got going on. I know what I got. I know my girl. My girl been with me for 5 years. Y'all are just not starting to talk about me and just not starting to be with me. Like, come on, man. Y'all go do something else with y'all life. Clickbait pages, y'all better stop. I'm telling y'all. Y'all, if something bad gonna happen to y'all, y'all keep doing that. Y'all better stop that. I ain't playing. Y'all better stop. All the clickbaiting pages. When we was sitting down and I was at my puppet shop, we was talking about my family. What was they gonna do while I was in there signing stuff? I had all my family there, and that's why she did. That's why she said she's gonna stay there so they can get stuff. That's why she said she's gonna sit there so they can get stuff, have fun there. She wanted to go back. They wanted to go back. Some of them want to go back to the hotel. Some of them didn't. Y'all trying to make everything. Y'all want everything for clicks. Like, stop that.
So basically, when she said you want me to just stay here, you want me to just stay here all day, like that was more so directed towards what you want me to do with these kids. She might have been aggravated, but so what? Like, people can't have no fucking feelings. People can't be tired. Like, people get like. I just feel like catching somebody in a moment, that's just not even that deep.
That's crazy. Like, y'all hate on me and then y'all go and hate on my girl. Like, bro, I feel the same pain that she feel. We're inseparable, bro. We with each other. Like, she hurting, of course I'm gonna be hurting. If I'm hurting, of course she gonna be hurting. Like,
young
come on, bro. that John hurt, bro. But then again, I'm talking to people that in life. Go ahead, bro. I don't care. I would rather all y'all leave right now and go send text messages. So where can they send messages at? Discord.
Travis.
Yeah. Like, also, I feel like it wasn't like she wasn't happy for him or something like that. Like, I really do feel like it's because she not like, oh my God, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Like, because she not acting like that. Like that, I'm sorry. That's how I feel about it. I don't even think this is that big of a deal the way everybody acting about it. So I guess y'all must have been bullying that girl online, right? Because that's what y'all like to do. Y'all like to bully people online. So y'all, you be in the comments talking shit, and so she came out and defended herself. Let's hear what she had to say.
Okay, I'm going to be addressing.
And let's be clear, she's absolutely with him because he is a football player. Like, nobody's confused about that. And he's with her because he can get her because he's a football player and because she's extremely attractive. And also because, and I'm saying extremely because I know that's what he thinks. She is racially ambiguous, tatted up, got her long black hair. Girl, he with her for the same reasons that she with him. Okay. For the look.
All the stuff online. Because I'm tired emotionally and mentally of seeing people try to make me out to be a person that I am not. But what's a testimony without a test of faith? So I'm going to start from the very beginning.
I like her tattoos.
with this my type thing. I got permission from Travis to say these things because these are previously things I didn't want online. But I'm going to tell y'all the full story just so y'all know. So Travis, when he first ever DM'd me, when we first met, I said I left him in my DM for 2 months, and people said, oh, she left him in his DM until she figured out who he was. That is not true at all. The real reason Travis sat in my DM for 2 months is because he DM'd me when he had a girlfriend, and her name was in his bio. So I instantly knew he had a partner. So I exited the message, and he sat there until he was single. I don't do home wrecking. I'm not a side piece. I don't stand for any of those things. I support women. So I would never do that to another woman because I would never want it done to me. So I ignored him until he was single. That's the real reason he sat in my DM. Then the second thing, when I said he wasn't my type, I did not mean attractiveness. I don't have a physical type, period. No two men that I previously dated looked the same. My first one was a white cowboy. Second one was a Mexican soccer player. Then I dated a black man who was a SoundCloud rapper. And then Travis. So I have never dated the same type physically. I don't care about what people look like or what they can give me. I date people for who they are as a person, how they honor God, and how they treat the people around them. And Travis is all the above. So when I said he wasn't my type, I meant because he was younger than me. I had never dated no one younger than me. And he had cheated on his girlfriend. I don't know if your type is cheaters, but mine isn't. So no, he wasn't my type at first off of those two things. But that didn't discredit the fact that I was attracted to him. That's obviously why I gave him a chance. And then I learned he truly is a phenomenal and wonderful human being. And that's why we're together. And that's why we're still together to this day. So that's that. Okay, the next clip was at the game after they just won like their last game. People thought I was upset with him celebrating with cheerleaders. I don't know where that came from because he never celebrated with cheerleaders. So that I don't
know what y'all talking about neither. I'm just looking at what I saw from those clips, and I feel like everybody's overreacting.
I don't know where that started, but that's not what I said. But what y'all didn't see before the clip, me and him were talking. We had already interacted. I had already said congratulations. I had already kissed him over the fence that we couldn't get through. So the real reason why I was mad is because the security, and you can ask any of the family members who was actually there, they didn't want no one to storm the field. So they had 1,000 security people holding everyone back. But the people in the field were like, let the family down. Like the family can come down. So everyone was going back and forth. I was arguing with the security guard because he wouldn't let no family through, but they let the cheerleaders on the opposing team get through the fences. So I was like, so when I finally got down to the field, that's why I told Travis, like he had already seen it. I already congratulated him. We had already spoke, got on the field. And then that I was upset because I had just finished arguing with somebody. And then what y'all don't see after 5-second clip is right after that, I let it go. I was like, you know what, like celebrate. We took pictures. We were with our families. And then we went to his meet and greet, had another wonderful event there. That's all that happened in that. That was literally that. Nothing. It was not deeper than anyone made it out to be. And yeah. Next clip, the Adidas pop-up shop this past weekend. People are saying that I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? That's not what I said. First of all, I said, baby, do you want me to sit here or do you want me to go with the family or do you want me to come with you? Because what y'all don't know, again, off of a 7-second clip, is those weren't fans, by the way. He had already finished that part. He had finished meeting with the fans. I was there the entire time, taking pictures, talking to them, everything. The girls that were there, they were the Adidas. They worked for Adidas. So we were taking pictures for social posts. That's who those people were. I wasn't annoyed with no fans at all. I'm never annoyed with fans. So that's what that was. And then Travis was getting ready to leave. He had to be at a rehearsal for the Heisman ceremony. They had to do walkthroughs and stuff like that. So I was asking him, I was like, do you want me just to sit here? Do you want me to go back to the hotel? Like, do you want me to wait for our family?
And the way he was responding to her was like, you could walk around, or if you want to, you can go back to the hotel. Like that. To me, that's what it seemed.
His family was in there shopping because Adidas let them go pick out stuff in the store. It's like a 4-story Adidas. So they're all doing that. I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, I stay here? Do I come with you? Like what? And he was like, you can do what you want. Like you could sit there, you can go shop, you can come to the hotel, you can walk around. That's what he was saying to me.
I heard that.
I don't know. Like I said, the things that I see people make up is truly crazy because it's not what happened. And I just think people are just finding every single little thing and trying to make it something it's not. And then bird brain individuals are just accepting what they see online.
Okay.
Okay, now the last thing, this actual Heisman ceremony. This is making me so mad because anyone who knows me knows I support Travis in every win, everything he does, because I truly, truly love that man.
Yeah,
he is perfect in my eyes. So when his name was called, I instantly was going to, if you watch the video, you can see me like, but his mom didn't get up. So I was like, oh, maybe I don't get up. Maybe I just sit here with her. So I sat there and then y'all said Coach Prime had to tell me to get up. No, he didn't. He said, go get him. Go get your man. Like, and once Travis stood up, but he didn't have to do that because I was going to do that anyways. As soon as I seen Travis get up, then I thought it was appropriate to stand up, greet him, congratulate him. But then there was a camera right in front of Coach Prime. And I knew they were going to film that moment. And because of how people are online, I was like, I don't want to be in that shot. So I'm going to sit down. So I try to sit down. So I'm not in the camera while I'm crying. People are going to be like, oh, why is she crying? Like,
it's okay for you to cry, girl. Fuck these people.
You know, stuff like that. And so
no, I'm going to be real with y'all. Y'all motherfuckers be hating and y'all be mad and y'all be weird. Like, to me, everything she's saying sounds right to me. Everything she's saying sounds right to me. Like her explanation, she didn't look like she had an attitude. In any of the clips that I saw, she didn't look upset. And if anything, I feel like this is probably more along the lines of, I ain't gonna say it, but because I don't know him, I don't know that young man, but I know how relationships between football players and their very loving, dedicated girlfriends, I know how those relationships go. And the way she is talking and expressing herself, I am more worried about her in that relationship than I am worried about him. And I think a lot of y'all automatically assume, and I think it's because y'all have prejudices against Negroid features. And y'all feel like because a man may not be conventionally attractive, let's be fucking real. Y'all feel like because he looks a certain way, that means that she's only into him because he has money and he's a football player. That is not true. Most beautiful women do not care about how men look because how they're treated and also the swag of the dude usually matters way more than how they actually look. Men can be ugly as fuck and women will be sucking the sweat off their dicks. Cause y'all swear up and down that Burner Boy is fine, you know. That's y'all opinion, not mine. And I ain't mad at y'all for y'all opinion. But I feel like in real life, women do not have to be with men because they, you know what I'm saying, because they're attractive. Women be fully attracted to ugly niggas all the time. Yeah, I know that's how y'all feel. I know. I see what y'all see, but I also see what I see. And so I understand how y'all feel, and y'all feel like that, girl. But for me, if that's what you feel like, it's fine. Okay. I don't have to agree with you though. Like I don't have to feel like that. My point is, see how y'all going off about how attractive he is? Yeah, okay. Sure. Y'all felt the same way about Jonathan Majors. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, I don't feel like the girl is with him for ulterior motives. I also feel like y'all should stop expecting women to want to be with broke men, because when they get with a young man who has something, all of a sudden that's the only reason she with him. When honestly, most of the time those girls are doing everything they can to prove that that's not why they with them. And that's all I see on her. That's all I see on her. I definitely feel like she she is more so worried about getting in the way, more so worried about not being there, you know, so she can show him support. Like, I think she's more preoccupied with making sure that he feels good and he feels valid, like all of those things. He feels validated in his, you know, his mandom and where he is right now, which is for people to be worshiping him. And that's why she's like, where do you want me to go? What do you want me to do? And that's why she needed permission to say what, you know, what she needed to say, you know, like, I'm just saying, y'all love to vilify young women when they look a certain way, and y'all love to infantilize Black men, period. No matter how they look, y'all love to make men out to be babies that women need, that men need. Well, actually, yeah, that y'all act like the men are babies that need to be protected from these women that are just coming there to take their money, as if men don't very much know what they're getting into when they're with certain women, as if they're not willing to give the money in exchange for admiration and sex or whatever. Most men are perfectly fine with, oh, she may not be with me exactly because I'm the cutest guy, but shit, I fuck her real good and I got money, so I feel good about it. Like, that's most niggas, especially football players and shit. Please. The uglier the nigga, the better he probably fuck. It's usually the case. It's usually the case, okay? But for me, where I really started to get annoyed and start to pay attention to this story is when I feel like Shannon Sharp was using his platform to bully, to me, what seems like either a 19, 20 something, even they look like teenagers. I know they're probably in their 20s, but they look like teenagers. And so it's annoying to me for him to use his platform as a, you know, oh, mama shell ass nigga, and, you know, to basically bully that girl further.
Young lady, like Adidas, when these people come around, there are going to be times you're going to have to sign he's going to have to sign footballs. He's going to have to sign helmets. He's going to have to sign jerseys. He's going to have to he's going to have to take pictures. You know how I know? Because when I go to sponsors, I have to sign footballs. I have to sign helmets. I have to sign photos. I have to sign jerseys. That's a part of it. He understands that. You're about to come into a situation. You're going to have more money at your disposal than you even dreamed of. And why is that? That's a part of it. And for you to say, when he's taking those, talking about how long do I have to stay here all day, you should graciously and willingly stay there a month if that's what it requires.
Y'all really be listening to whatever y'all want to hear. I didn't say anything about a male versus female thing. I didn't say anything about that. I'm just reading some of y'all comments. Y'all just be making up what y'all want to make up. That's not what I said. I said nothing about men versus women. What I said is, I said a lot of shit. I don't know exactly what I'm going to point out first. Okay. But what I said is, I think people don't like her because they see a preference taking advantage of somebody's poor Black son who they believe is probably facially challenged. So they feel like she can't really be with him because she love him. She only with him for his money. It's the same shit y'all did to Mike Tyson and oh girl, Robin Givens. It's the exact same thing. Oh, this grown ass man who can handle football and college and Heisman winning game. He can handle that shit, but he can't handle the little 110-pound girl that he in a relationship with, that's sitting there asking for him on direction on what she should do and where she should go.
And for you to talk about, well, the reason why I left him on and for my inbox, well, young lady, like Adidas, when these people come around, there are going to be times you're going to have to sign he's going to have to sign footballs. He's going to have to sign helmets. He's going to have to sign jerseys. He's going to have to he's going to have to take pictures. You know how I know? Because when I go to sponsors, I have to sign footballs. I have to sign helmets. I have to sign photos. I have to sign jerseys.
I don't like how you say that. All women should want men who have means. Nobody should want to be with a bum. I think it's weird how y'all feel like, you know, there's something wrong with wanting to be with somebody that got something. Why do I don't understand. Why do I want to struggle? Why should I choose to struggle? Especially if my looks can get me somebody that can take care of me. Like, why the fuck would I ever struggle? Make it make sense.
That's a part of it. He understands that. You're about to come into a situation. You're going to have more money at your disposal. For my inbox, well, you know, he's younger than me and he cheated. You see, now you threw that man on the bus. We didn't need to know that. We did not need to know that. Why you put that man business in the street? Are you perfect? That's look.
I'm sorry. Is he reprimanding her because she said she was upset that he cheated on her? And so you're asking the woman that's saying she got cheated on if she's perfect, as if she's not supposed to be upset about that? Y'all, if y'all think this is okay for Shannon to do, I think something's wrong with y'all. Shannon is tacky for this. This was completely out of pocket.
I don't like the part of oversharing in a relationship.
Oh, really, Mama Michelle?
Because it was unnecessary. Why you and Travis got together? Did you have to say he wasn't my type? That was for nobody to know.
I think the only reason she said that is because y'all think that, oh, you just want him for his money. You just trying to cull up to him because he a football player. Listen, I'm not even into football player niggas. He wasn't even my type. And he had an old lady. Okay? That doesn't mean you don't like somebody. Child, just because somebody is not your type does not mean that you don't like them. It just mean they're not your type. It doesn't mean she was saying it to play him. It means she was saying, I wasn't thirsty about him. I wasn't pressed about him. I think that's what she was trying to prove. Because you can tell people come at her like she, probably just, oh, you just want him. You just a gimme girl, or you just looking to suck him dry. That's what a lot of people, especially black women, that's probably what y'all online saying to that girl. So I imagine her defense of herself goes something along the lines of, I wasn't thirsty for him. He DM'd me first the fuck all. Second of all, he had a girlfriend, so I left him on red. You already, so that's what he meant. You letting him know that old boy was kind of low-key a cheater. He young, but that's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, y'all. They're young. He's probably gonna cheat on her. He probably cheating on her now if he not. But either way, I don't like the way Shannon is handling this situation, because I imagine, like, first of all, you too old to be low-key, I feel like, trying to reprimand this girl for her boyfriend. Like that's what it seems like, as if the boyfriend can't handle his own relationship. See what I'm saying? Infantilizing.
You don't have to share everything.
She was defending herself, you stupid ass nigga.
People, you don't. And now it makes me, it's none of my business, but it paints you in a bad light.
Did it paint Chad in a bad light when he was online crying and you was talking about you understood him? Crying because Sherelle don't want nothing to do with him no more?
Oh, he wasn't your type. Relationship. Guys, I don't know what y'all want Ocho and I to do. Ocho has met Travis once. I've met him once. He has the best mentor.
And that's what I was getting. I'm not even gonna let him finish. That's what I was getting. I was getting a lot of y'all, black women specifically, and a lot of probably black men are in their comments screaming about how somebody need to stop that girl from taking advantage of that young boy. Stop it. Just stop her from taking advantage of that young boy. Meanwhile, he over there getting sucked, fucked, food made, shit taken care of, somebody by his side consistently and without fail, just clapping. He got a whole servant out that girl, probably. I don't know their business. I don't know it. But you never know what's going on in people's life for you to. I just don't like the way he's doing that. He's like directly talking to some young girl and checking her and doing it because all of these weird ass people in the comments want to feel a way about the fact that the little big faced black boy is with some racially ambiguous preference. Get over it. Get over it. These niggas are not always going to pick you, black women. Get over it. Why do you care? And that's really how I feel. I really feel like a lot of this boils down to a lot of y'all feeling like, oh, one less for the black women. Because what did somebody look? All I said was Shannon, please. Y'all, all I said was Shannon, please. And somebody said if you don't have children, you wouldn't understand how it is to sit back and watch your son have to learn the hard way. First of all, you don't even know if that's what's happening. But what you think? The young girl not about to learn the hard way, getting bullied online and shit for fucking with a famous football playing little black man that y'all want to put on a pedestal who y'all don't even fucking know? I told her maybe y'all should raise y'all kids better. You're right. I don't have kids. Maybe you should raise your kids better. I don't know. But if your son only cares about vapid young women who don't really care about him and just want him for his money, maybe it's your raising that we should be talking about. Maybe it's what you pedestalize that we should be talking about. Maybe we should talk about how many of y'all mothers be jealous of these little girlfriends because y'all wish y'all was the girlfriends because y'all niggas wasn't shit. The daddies wasn't shit. Not his daddy, but just in general. Let's talk about that. Hey, Erica. Girl, it's insane. It's insane. I don't like this. To me, this was like so mean for this grown-ass black man to get up here and criticize that what I feel like was a goddamn child about her relationship with another child. Like, let them little people worry about their relationship and go through their toxic cycle like everybody else do. Mind your fucking business, but using a platform to go in on her like that, like I just didn't like that. That felt like bullying. Mothers are sometimes jealous of their sons' wives, especially if the sons have money and take care of their wives. You saw it with Monique Samuels. It happens a lot. It happens a lot. The sons surpass the fathers, and so the mothers feel entitled to the sons, almost as if they are a girlfriend instead of a mother. And I don't think that, that's these people's situation. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like a lot of the people in the comments who have that whole approach of, oh, but what about it? It's so hard to watch your child go down the wrong road with a woman that just want him for his money. Meanwhile, this nigga wanted to play football and make money so he can get that girl. Cut it out. I'm sorry, but when people are commenting to me talking about because I don't have no kids, I don't understand something, I need to remind y'all, bitch, maybe y'all should raise y'all kids better. I don't know. I don't have no kids. I don't know. I ain't got no kids. I don't know. But what I do know is y'all be down to these comments looking like some fucking haters. That's what I do know. That's what I am aware of. That's how I feel. Yup. Sure do. Sure do. Anyway, so let's move on. Let's talk about Jay-Z. Girl, okay. So I think it's so funny. Like, okay, I did not watch this video. When I talked about it on Instagram, I didn't have any of the full information. I just kind of felt like just because he was able to dismantle this one person, it doesn't mean that another person won't come out and that won't be as easy to dismantle. So, and this is not because I want Jay-Z to be a villain in any story. I love Jay-Z. I really love his music. And you can hear the growth that happened in his music, which is why if somebody tells me he did something in 99 or 2000, girl, I'm not going to stand up and be like, no, he didn't do it. I listen to his music. A lot of y'all that be talking about, you ain't never really listened to Jay-Z's music. He never said he was friends with Diddy. Now you trying to act like he wasn't friends with Diddy? I was just sitting up there like, what do you mean? There's literally a song where he says, why would I drink Belvedere when Puff got Ciroc? In the song. Back when they was on the What's Better Than One Billionaire too, especially if they from the same hue as you and all of that shit. Them niggas was definitely giving, bourgeoisie black power. Like, stop playing with us. Y'all niggas have been friends. And as I have said, Jay-Z knew about R. Kelly, still went on tour with him. Jay-Z knew about Diddy and was still doing business and shaking hands and wearing colorful suits at brunches and shit and being homeboys until I feel like, and I said it already, until Diddy's drug habit got out of hand. That's what I think. I think that he has always been doing this shit and everybody knew about it and nobody gave a fuck, because why do you care about women who a lot of y'all feel like signed themselves up to be mistreated? Even the artists, anybody who can get got, y'all feel like they deserve to get got. If you can get got, you deserved it. That's the mentality. So for me, I already know that the energy around men harming women in Hollywood and the music industry is if she get got, then she get got. She should have protected herself. She should have been mindful. She shouldn't have been in the studio, because those that's around us, they know what they're here for. That's the mentality. That's the mentality, and you can't tell me no different. Especially when Jay-Z and all of them were always rapping about how disposable women were. Y'all think that shit just for games? Y'all think that's something that just sound cool to say? No, that's how people think. What they say is usually a reflection of what they think. Do I think that his mind has changed over time? Yes. Right around AB, this spiritual shit really work. Yeah, around 444, things shift. Things change. Yeah. But that is the reason why I was not rushed to believe that this, might not be some scandal shit. You know what I'm saying? And somebody was like, well, why when he, why not just pay her off if that was the case? Because it might look better to dismantle all of it, to go in on all of it. The lawyer, to dismantle all of it, to apply as much damage as you possibly can to keep anybody else from thinking about coming forward. It's hard to prove assaults from years ago. That's another thing. But outside of that, I didn't want this to be true. I want everybody to be clear. I did not want this to be true. But what I find annoying is the way y'all respond to me never being 100% on something that I can't be too sure of, because there is also other factors. You can say what you want to, Foxy Brown. At this point, I need y'all to understand that Foxy Brown is male identified. These are her people, whether they took care of her after the fact or not, and she's always going to speak up on their behalf. So don't trust nothing that Foxy is telling y'all right now, talking about she wasn't that young, they didn't have a relationship. What was going on with Aaliyah then? How old was Beyonce again? 19? 19? Do y'all remember other people that got together at 19 and 30 or close to 30? Girl, Rashida, Kirk, anybody? So I'm just saying, there are other things that could make you feel like somebody might be abusive, controlling, a predator, not a good guy, an asshole. There are other factors. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't watch any of this shit. I was just saying, I don't know yet. I gotta, I'm just saying. That's what I was saying. I don't know. And when there's smoke, there's fire. That's how I felt. I don't understand why y'all get so upset when I want to take my time assessing and why diring the situation. So let's hear what she said.
You should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made y'all saw them pictures of them together? I feel like that was Jay-Z's Dennis the Menace days.
You want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet. But it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof juggle ball.
What?
The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive. Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs's limo driver who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
Oh, Diddy? Mm.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, you know, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
JC comes in and rapes me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it, cut the.
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, "I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind," he said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements. "I have made some mistakes," she said. "Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me." The inconsistencies in her account of an incident alleged to have happened 24 years ago does not necessarily mean the allegations are false. The accuser's attorney, Tony Buzbee, said, "Because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her to the point she has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress." In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter said, "This incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory."
Is any part of you scared coming out against such powerful people?
Yeah, I'm scared of what could happen, but I'm more afraid of letting it eat me alive from the inside out than I am of, you know, being chastised by their fans.
All right, Chloe Malas.
Okay, so that was the first part. Okay, hold up. Let me see. Because I know it's been so much with this specific story. That didn't sound like she was recounting anything in that message, in that part. That did not sound like a recounting. Child, not a recounting. She was recounting. She was saying what happened, but it didn't sound like she was taking back what she said. And I thought I read something that said she took it back. And that's what I'm looking for right now, y'all. But either way, you know, like I said, I don't want this to be true, but I have watched too many episodes of Scandal just to believe something, because, and also I've read too many fucking books about how, you know, people be lying and the media be helping them lie. So yeah, it can sometimes, you know, depending on who the media is and who can be paid. So that's another reason why, like, did we always know these things didn't line up, or did they only present themselves as things that didn't line up once Jay-Z decided he wanted to apply pressure? You see what I'm saying? So I'm very happy to believe that he did not do that to a 13-year-old. I really am. I absolutely am. And sometimes it does seem as if, like, how did this demographic of young woman find Jay-Z and Diddy? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a precarious situation. But I also feel like that doesn't mean anything, because, you know, believe it or not, y'all favorite, you know, R. Kelly, like, he was out there getting it with the Caucasian girls. That very much getting it with the Caucasian girls. Okay. So wait, so she was standing by her claims. I'm about to say, when did she, y'all, when did y'all report that she reneged on everything she said? I'm trying to find that. Cause I don't see it. Let's see. 50, man, the bitch lying. Oh, right. That's how you handle that situation. Sometimes I feel like none of these men are mature because I think it's weird the way they handle things as grown ass men. Like, I get it. Like, but the way y'all talk and the way y'all handle things just shows a lack of maturity. Like, I'm just saying, like, ugh. Y'all may not want to admit that shit, but that's, that was a real immature way of handling that situation, 50. Aren't you doing a documentary on Diddy right now? Like, it's a lack of integrity across the board as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I don't see any stories that says this was a complete lie. Anyway, Jay-Z's lawyer made it a clear effort to distance his client from Diddy, and they continue to fight back against Tony Buzbee and the anonymous accuser he's representing. According to NBC, Alex Spiro spoke to the relationship between Jay-Z and Diddy, stating that there's no type of friendship between the two anymore. He also voiced the case needs to be dismissed. There is no friendship or long time bond here just because they knew each other. Oh, God, y'all ain't about to cap in my face like that. You're not about to cap in my face like that. And I do understand people having business relationships that doesn't make them friends. I'm sorry. On some level, I feel like you and this nigga was absolutely what somebody would consider comrades, if you will. In this business, you can't trust anybody. So that's definitely still a fact. And I think Jay-Z and Diddy both know that you can never really trust anybody. It's all about how much leverage they have on you, what they know about you. But yeah, I'm definitely okay. Hold up. Let's see. So the Buzbee law firm has filed a lawsuit against Roc Nation attorney Marcy Croft and the law firm Quinn Emanuel, accusing them of breaking Texas laws, including barratry, illegal, I think that's how you pronounce that, illegal solicitation of clients and impersonating public officials. According to the lawsuit, agents working for the defendants allegedly pretended to represent the state of Texas and offer former clients of the Buzbee law firm up to $10,000 to sue the firm. This scheme, reportedly caught on tape, is said to have happened more than 24 times and resulted in 2 frivolous lawsuits against Buzbee's firm. The lawsuit claims this effort is part of a larger conspiracy to stop the Buzbee law firm from pursuing cases related to ongoing litigation involving music mogul Sean Diddy Combs in New York. The firm alleges that Roc Nation is financing this illegal activity, with Marcy Croft and Quinn Emanuel playing key roles in the plan. Tony Buzbee, the firm's founder, stated on Instagram, "We will not be bullied or intimidated," and confirmed the misconduct has been reported to authorities for prosecution. The lawsuit aims to hold all involved accountable for their allegations. Wow. I mean, for alleged action. So the shit is getting dirtier. Now we're actually looks like people are threatening him, or I heard people was like looking for him and following him and shit. I'm not exactly sure, but that's what I'm hearing. Let's continue on. Jay-Z's lawyers are hitting back at Texas attorney Tony Buzbee, accusing him of misconduct and attempting to extort the rapper before filing a lawsuit. According to TMZ, in a motion filed Wednesday, Jay-Z's attorney Alex Spiro requested the court dismiss a Jane Doe lawsuit naming the music mogul and Sean Diddy Combs. Spiro claims Buzbee initially threatened to expose Jay-Z's identity in the case unless he received a payment. When Jay-Z refused, Buzbee filed an amended suit publicly naming the rapper, alleging his involvement in a 2000 incident of R involving a 13-year-old girl. Spiro points to multiple discrepancies in the accuser's story, citing an NBC News report that questioned key claims, including where Jay-Z and Diddy were after the 2000 VMAs, and the accuser's father denying key details of her account, saying he never went and got her. The motion further excuses Buzbee of failing to fact check his client's allegations and highlights a history of alleged misconduct. Buzbee, who also represents multiple plaintiffs accusing Diddy of sex crimes, has yet to respond. Spiro is seeking a preservation order to safeguard evidence and a court order to strike the complaint against Jay-Z. Okay, so let's see. There's more. I'm sure there's more. Let's see. We're sliding. And I'm sure we'll be talking about Karen and all of that for the Ooh Ladies First panel, which is in an hour or less, which is why I will not be here much longer. I just want to hurry up and finish all of this up. So we can, we try to get a clearer picture, girl, because I don't know what's going on. It's too much. Tony Buzbee, the prominent attorney behind multiple lawsuits against Diddy and one involving Jay-Z, is now facing serious accusations from a woman claiming he infected her with a sexually transmitted disease. According to TMZ, in a lawsuit filed in New York Supreme Court, the plaintiff, identified as Jane Doe, alleges she first met Buzbee in 2018 through an online exchange. She claims Buzbee charmed her into visiting Houston, where they went on a date before engaging in sexual intercourse at a 5-star hotel. The woman alleges Buzbee failed to disclose he had a venereal disease. Shortly after, she says she experienced discomfort, sought medical attention, and was diagnosed with an STD. Doe claims Buzbee knew about his condition, apologized, and asked her to keep it a secret, offering free legal advice in return. She further alleges Buzbee manipulated her into silence, inviting her on trips to Panama and New York City, where he owns property. The suit also references a prior complaint filed last month, where Doe accuses Buzbee of assaulting her during the NYC trip, pushing a champagne flute into her face and causing dental injuries. Yikes, including a chipped tooth. Buzbee vehemently denies the allegation, calling the suit a criminal conspiracy designed to intimidate him amid his litigation against Diddy. In a statement to TMZ, Buzbee described the claims as false, frivolous, laughable, and ridiculous, vowing to take legal action against the accuser and her attorney. The case is the latest in a string of controversy surrounding the high-profile lawyer who maintains the lawsuit will ultimately be dismissed. Okay, he said sunlight is the best disinfectant. Oh, that's giving real evangelical. The smear campaign continues. Today, I was sued yet again by a lawyer affiliated with the same lawyers I faced in the Diddy litigation. The conspiracy to discredit me and intimidate me from pursuing claims in the Diddy litigation has at this point become criminal. This latest case, like the others, is frivolous, laughable, and ridiculous, and will be dismissed like the others. It now seems that every other day there is another false claim filed, all of which are being ginned up by individuals working on behalf of or in concert with those Roc Nation and Diddy interests. This latest one is probably false with this latest one is probably false with literally no factual basis or merit whatsoever. Prior to filing it, the lawyer demanded $20 million from me, claiming that if I didn't pay, he would trash my reputation, despite being shown that his client's wild claims could not be true. We won't just sit back and allow this criminality to continue, bloggity, bloggity, blah. So, and then this is what Roc Nation said regarding the baloney accusations against Roc Nation. Not baloney. Y'all are really doing a lot of really sassy, cheeky shit, if you ask me. Roc Nation is going to be arrested because his client, alleged ex-lover, is accusing him of assaulting her, giving her a venereal disease, and asking her to falsify documents in a lawsuit. We suppose it's all right. Also, Roc Nation's fault that you're okay. See, this is not cute. Because to me, I feel like this is them kind of conflating how the whole situation with Nicki Minaj. Y'all know how Nicki Minaj is always blaming Roc Nation for some shit. So for them to tweet and throw that out there like that, like within caps, Roc Nation's fault. Oh, it's Roc Nation. No and no. God is behind the sunlight you keep referencing. We are not the source of every sunlight that you get, but Rock Sunshine is coming your way, Mr. 1800. Shameful. Yeah, I don't know who's posting for them, but she thought she ate, and it's just like, I wish you wouldn't have. I wish you wouldn't have. It's how I really feel about it. Yeah. 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 Oh, wait a minute. Bow Wow offers Travis Hunter relationship advice after his fiance allegedly commented under Anthony Edwards' Instagram post. I don't even think this woman really love you. Of course.
There's no reason why. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I want to see the post. I love the way all of y'all men, like all of you grown ass men, are like jumping online to bully this boy's girlfriend. Like, it's wild to me. Like, especially coming from men who are in no way, shape, or form respectful to women. They lie, they cheat, they womanize, they do all of these things, but everybody's online full head judging the shit out of this little girl. It's weird to me. Okay. Okay, so I guess I think it was a post and delete that she did. Let me go back to my saves. But either way, y'all, just a little last bit on, the whole Tony Buzbee Jay-Z thing. So this shit is getting stupid to me. Like, but I also want to say I feel like it's something to be said about trying to destroy the lawyer in this situation, not really going after the victim in the same way that you're going after the lawyer. Obviously this woman has inconsistencies, but what I have been seeing up here, and I could be wrong, what I've been seeing up here is that she did not recant. She didn't recant her statements. And I feel like I kept seeing a lot of people saying that, her interview meant that she recanted. When really she recounted. And I think that was another thing. Social media is a tricky bitch. I do not feel like that woman is saying that she was recanting. I don't know if her story is true, but there are obvious inconsistencies based on that news article. So I'm willing to believe that this really did not happen with Jay-Z. I'm willing to believe that, y'all. Do you hear me? I'm willing to. However, and this is a problem I think a lot of y'all have. A lot of y'all have a problem with paying attention to the whole picture. You like to just look at like one portion of something instead of looking at the entire picture. And I think that's a lot of times why y'all don't see shit coming, and I do, because I'm paying attention to a lot of it. Like I'm paying attention to a lot of it. I'm paying attention to the way he wrote that letter. I'm paying attention to, a lot of the things that I feel like kind of paint him in not so good light. So this could be a lie. Yeah. This story could absolutely be a lie. And it's really not confirmed that she lied, because I have not seen that. Like I see y'all keep saying that she lied, but where is the proof besides her story having inconsistencies? That she completely lied. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like where there's smoke, there's fire. And Jay-Z gives off an energy that he could possibly have wronged people in the past, even if that's not who he is today. And so that's another reason why I'm not so rushed to just believe everything posted on the blogs, because, a lot of y'all, rush to believe some of this shit and y'all don't even be reading it. Okay. Yes, I know the father said that he didn't pick her up. I know. Y'all act like people can't listen. I'm gonna leave y'all alone about it because it's exhausting for me. Because I'm taking all of that into account. I really am. But as I said before, inconsistencies in her story are great. They're great. Okay. We need the inconsistencies, y'all. We need that in order to prove that this is not true. Absolutely. But it has not been thrown out of court just yet. Maybe it will be dismissed soon, but I have not seen that there was an actual there was no article or anything saying that she actually took her story back. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, saying she met the Madden brothers and talked about them and their tattoos. They weren't even there. Yeah, I know. Y'all don't have to keep naming everything. I literally just went through this whole thing. I did. I went through this whole thing. I did. And there's a part of my brain that absolutely still feels like something is amiss. And she could have got the year wrong too. She could have got the year wrong. There's a lot of things. But yeah, I'm with y'all. But people can be paid off. And she could have got the year wrong. It was 20 something years ago. I'm not pressed to believe it. I'm just saying I am wondering if there will be more stories, because the way Jay-Z is handling this situation, it just, I don't know. It gives me pause. It makes me want to think a little harder about it. And as I said, like I've watched so many episodes of Scandal. I've seen so many like twists and turns in books and historically the way people lie about certain things and pressure people to change their stories and all of that type of shit. Like it happens every day, B. And Jay-Z has been going heavy like a motherfucker, like putting all of his shit to this. And I'm not mad about it. If you can prove this is a lie, please. Thank you. We appreciate it. Okay. Because again, I love me some Jay-Z. but I also am looking at him as a whole human being. And it's something about it that's still giving me pause. And I'm sorry that upsets so many people. But I'm about to go. Okay. And we'll talk about more. And we'll always, as developments, I'm a woman. I have every right to change my mind. I have every right to think about things. And all of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm not a judge. I'm not a jury member, baby. I'm just up here asking questions and looking at what's on the blogs and talking about it with the people. Okay. And hopefully teaching y'all not to be so fucking gullible. And not saying that y'all are, but some of y'all, I didn't talk about Jaguar because I really don't have time. But as I said, a dead clock can be right twice a day. Let me see. Yeah, let's do Jaguar right quick before I go. But y'all don't forget the Ooh Ladies First panel is tonight on Jamie That's Me's channel. So I'm sure we'll be talking about a lot of these things. You know what I'm saying? We'll be talking about a lot of these things then. Hold up. Let me go to that Jaguar clip, and if I can get out of here by 8, then I'm fine. Okay. So Jay-Z's legal team reported preparing a lawsuit against Jaguar right over let's put the claim. So preparing, that doesn't mean they filed. So we'll wait and see if that's actually going to happen, because maybe not, because they could have been sued her and they hadn't. And I don't think it's because she's not lying. I just think because she ain't got no goddamn address and she ain't got nothing to take. Hold up. Let me keep sliding. Where did I? I'm trying to see, did I pass it up? I probably passed it up. Hold up. Before y'all go, hold up. Y'all, why is Cardi B always in the hospital, but then also always outside? I don't know what the timeline is, but I swear I keep seeing her either in the hospital or outside. I don't know which one is accurate for the time frame that we are in currently, girl. I don't know. It's all very, very confusing. Oh, girl. Okay, that's one. But where is the one of Jaguar actually talk? There it is.
Look into what she's saying and things like that. And I know that the attorneys were wanting to speak to you, but I don't think that they knew how to get in touch with you exactly, or they had tried to. And I was just telling your producer, we received an email that everything was encrypted. They didn't say who they were, but they left this phone number.
Oh.
And it was pretty informative and a little different than normal. And so I thought I would call, and I'm glad I did. So,
well,
would it be okay if one of our attorneys calls you?
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, because the truth is, everything that's happening to your firm has been happening to my life for the past 15 years because of the Carters.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're somewhat familiar with everything that you've said. I know you've been online a long time.
Yes.
Talking about all of this.
Yes. Trying to gain awareness.
Yeah, Jaguar's crazy.
Go ahead, ma'am.
No, I said just trying to gain, give the public some awareness.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And so would it be okay if an attorney reached out? And
absolutely. We can talk on Monday. And you can just, it was lovely speaking with you.
It's very nice speaking to you too.
Okay.
Okay, so Monday is one of us to call?
Yeah, it was a call back Monday.
That was the Tony Buzbee law firm.
No, for
Rockstar Wireless.
They delay was absolutely killing me. Okay. Girl, not her being in business with Rockstar and Rockstar Wireless, girl. Let me click off of it. So I would just say this, like, him calling her is definitely a sign to not trust anything that Tony Buzbee come out with. Girl, listen, I would be very I wouldn't be pressed to trust nothing that comes out of Jaguar's mouth as it pertains to Jay-Z. I just wouldn't. People that spend a lot of time lying for attention, I feel like it's hard to then believe the things that they say. You're not a reputable source. And I feel like Jaguar be lying for attention. You know what I'm saying? He came out and said she contacted them. I am fucking dead. I am dead. So she on live trying to make it seem like them people call her when she called them. That lady crazy as fish grease, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, she crazy, y'all. Like that's crazy. I see she got an address. She got black appliances, bitch. I see. Okay. Now I saw somebody say they trying real hard to understand my point of view. I don't understand what's so hard about it. I feel like, yeah, okay, this is new information that definitely makes this woman look like a liar. But once this woman came out with her story, it kind of made me look at Jay-Z as a whole. It made me look at the way he talked about women and the things that he said in his songs back in the day. It made me think about the type of person I thought he was back then versus how I see him now, since he's been in a relationship with Beyonce for an extended period of time. I still think about him being in relationships with 19-year-old girls when he was in his late 20s, early 30s. Like I just think about other things as it pertains to him for why it's a possibility that it could all be a scheme that Ty set up. It absolutely can be a lie, but people were saying she recanted. That's not what I heard. People were saying there were inconsistencies. Yes, there are absolutely inconsistencies. She could have got the year wrong. That's one thing. Shout out to Erica De Niro, because when I watched her video before I had even seen any of this, she said him saying Diddy kind of threw her off, because if you knew him back then, you would have called him Puff. Like, and I feel like that's kind of true, even though for me personally, I had to make myself start calling him Diddy, because I used to call him Puff. And when he decided in 2001 with Love Don't Cost a Thing that he wanted to be P. Diddy, it was hard. He was still puffy for a long time. I feel like I didn't really start calling him Diddy until he wanted us to call him Brother Love. And I was like, I'm not doing that shit. Okay. I'm not doing that dumb shit. But either way, like, I just kind of feel like I'm looking at the situation from more than just the perspective of this alleged victim and whether she's lying or not. I'm also looking at him as an individual, and him actually being cool with a lot of these fucked up ass niggas for a period of time. Okay. I'm looking at all of those things. Okay. He was friends with Diddy. Why are you lying and saying you wasn't friends with Diddy now? That's fucking strange, y'all. That's a strange way to handle it. And it's not that he's denying it. Of course you deny it. It's the personal message to deny it, instead of sending out a message via a lawyer or some type of PR team. First of all, is using having to explain things to your daughter as if you don't have to explain that you were a drug dealer, and a lot of your music says way more fucked up shit about you. And if all she got to do is put it on Apple Music, and she can hear how fucked up her dad talks about women and all of this type of shit. Like, what are you talking about? Like, a lot of the things that he said was problematic, the way he handled it. I hope that makes it clearer to y'all. I'm not saying that I believe that this girl is telling the truth. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is making me look at him differently, the way he's handling this situation. That's what I'm saying. It's making me look at him like, okay, yeah, I feel all of that, but you going real hard. You going real hard on the phone, nephew. Okay, you was real hard on the phone, nephew. That's all, y'all. Yeah, he called himself a young man. He's almost 60. That reminded me of when Nicki Minaj and all of them was calling Lil Wayne a young black man. Like, it's a manipulative thing. His whole messaging to me was low-key manipulative. And I keep telling y'all, friends is stretch. There was only work parties. How do you know that? How is that a stretch? If you've seen people working together, if you've seen people hanging out together, partying together for 20, 30 years, they've done business together. Why would you assume that it's a stretch? Like, why is it thinking that their friends is a stretch? When he's mentioned Puff in his songs as somebody that he's going to support no matter what, like, I would like for somebody to explain to me how it's a stretch now. Now it's a stretch for us to think that those people were friends. I don't know. I don't think it's a stretch. And I do think that there's a lot of work being done in the media right now to make all of this look like a lie, make all of this look fake and phony, and fine. That's absolutely fine. But I'm still gonna ask my questions. I'm still gonna ask my questions. Thank you. Jay-Z was gushing about Sean Combs on Charlie Rose. He loved that guy. Like only Sean and only Sean that can call him Sean. Yeah, like I don't know why. I don't think it's a stretch. I don't think it's a stretch. Yeah, they have similar things going on. They're responding to things in a similar manner. I really feel like what really just gets out of hand for Jay-Z is people that don't know how to keep their shit behind closed doors. Like I don't know what's wrong with me asking questions. That's all. Especially because lately I've been reading a whole bunch of books that showcase how much people lie to protect themselves and to protect people in Hollywood, specifically to protect images, okay. Erica, while you in the room, girl, I read that whole Scotty Bowers book, girl. That shit was rolling. And even more so now, I'm looking at everybody like, oh, your niggas is gay. Like we're gonna talk about it tomorrow, but the reason why Benzino is over there threatening to kill himself and rolling around on the ground and having strokes and all of that, it is because he's oppressing the gayness. A lot of y'all are oppressing gayness, and it shows in all of these other ways of y'all acting fucking crazy, because a lot of y'all are oppressing y'all's gayness. Okay, that's how I feel about a lot of y'all. After reading how much men in the goddamn 50s was willing to go suck somebody's dick for $20, I'm not gay. I got a girlfriend, but I need the money. Okay, I'll do it. That's wild to me. Full service. And then remember how Tank was talking about, what's the problem? If I get my dick sucked by a man, that doesn't make me gay. I just want y'all to recall some of the things that are said. Okay, some of the things that are said in our community, in the Black community, entertainment, media, social media, the things that are said in our community, and then the things that are actually being said that happened in other people's communities that mirror ours, like the white community. Their community kind of mirrors whatever's going on. They just hide it better. Okay, but when it comes to the gay shit, you know, y'all really be out here wilding. Child, they think they pressing me, but what they don't know is, thank you for your view. I said what the fuck I said. I said what the fuck I said. What you gonna do? I said what the fuck I said. I said what the fuck I said. Exactly. Gay for pay. Okay. And this new book I'm reading before I go, let me tell y'all about this book. Okay. Because it's real good. It's called Why Does He Do That? I saw it on TikTok. Some girl talked about it on TikTok because I follow TikTokers who give me book recommendations. And this book, Why Does He Do That? Inside the minds of angry and controlling men. But it applies to both sexes. It's a really good book because it talks about the mental games more than anything. And I find it fascinating, the mental games that people like to play in general. Okay. That book is so you ready. Bruh, I am glued in. It's crazy because like I hear so many things that I recognize from relationships I had with women, relationships I had with friends, my parental relationships, child. The way people will try to play in your face and make you believe that your reality is not your reality, that shit right there, that's why you got to read these books and listen to commentators like me, because I'm going to validate the fact that, nah, that shit don't be right. That shit don't be right. Okay? You need to know that you're not crazy. Half of the battle is knowing that you're not crazy. Okay? So the book is called Why Does He Do That? By Lundy Bancroft. Okay. And the book is 13 hours long, and I started it yesterday, and I got 6 hours left. So that should let y'all know I didn't already listen to half of the damn book, girl. It is so good. My daughter bought this book 10 years ago and said, Mom, this is dad. No, for real. For real. And you know what's the most, like, the craziest thing is realizing that sometimes the shit they do, they're not thinking about it long game, but some of the shit they do is absolutely intentional. Like the actual moments of doing things in order to get a response out of you are very much intentional. Are they, some of them that do the mind games, are they intending to be an abuser? No. Are they intending to control y'all's dynamic in a way that makes them feel safe, even at the expense of your safety? Yes, which is an imbalance and a fucking problem. But if y'all really want to try to understand the psyche a little bit more, understand when these people be playing mind games on y'all, please check this. Please check the book out. It's real good. It's real good, girl. Oh, it's on sale on Amazon. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. Okay, get you a little Audible credit. Okay. They love their boys and hate trash women. It's all in the music. That's why I was just kind of like, I don't know why everybody gets so upset when you question if somebody is actually safe. Because a lot of their music says, I fuck them, I leave them, like I don't feed them. Like, nigga, don't feed me. Really, Jay-Z? Like, that's one of my favorite songs by him, Big Pimpin'. Like, lyrics are fucked up. Like, I don't know about y'all, but as y'all are adults, do y'all go and listen to some of y'all favorite rap songs from the 90s and early 2000s and realize how fucked up the lyrics are, and how as a young girl you probably had to tell yourself they not talking about me as you continue to say the same lyrics? I'm just saying. Pushing your buttons, intentionally lying and saying they're not. Whew. Or throwing subliminals, throwing shit at you that they think gonna fly over your head. That's another thing. Especially Ja Rule. No, Ja Rule was trying to reinforce the way the R&B music of the like 80s and 70s and shit reinforced abusive relationships with women. Like, have y'all ever listened to the Isley Brothers? Y'all, I love the Isley Brothers, but when I tell y'all it's some of the most toxic lyrics you'll ever listen to, girl. Hello, It's Me. When I tell y'all I love that song, but the words of the song are terrible. He basically saying, don't change. I'ma leave. I might come back. I'm gonna go out in these streets and I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. And when I come back, think of me, babe. Think of me, babe. Don't change, girl. Don't change, girl. Some of the most problematic fucking lyrics you ever hear when you really think about it. And then y'all wonder why y'all have such a like adverse reaction to when people are telling y'all wake the fuck up. Like, it's because y'all have been lulled to sleep by some of the best music. Yes, music that is about stalking. Rhonda Isaac's whole persona is a pimp. No, for real. Y'all know what I'm tired of hearing? It's 2 a.m. I'm just getting in, about to check my message. No one is called but my homies and some bill collectors. Cellular ring, somebody wants to borrow money. I two-way her, she don't hit me back. Something is funny. So I call her mother's house and ask her, has she seen my baby? Roll my 6 around looking for that missing lady. Got back in, turned the TV on and caught the news. And I put my hand on my head because I'm so confused. But then I turned the TV down, because I know I heard a squeaky sound. There's something going on up there upstairs, but I know that no one else is here. Bum, bum, bum. As I get closer. Now, first the fuck all, nigga, you just came home at 2 a.m. Where you coming from at 2 a.m. asking me where I'm at and what I'm doing? You mean to tell me you calling and looking for me, but you ain't come upstairs? Like, come on now. Baby, wait, let me explain before you start to put your case. Girl, I'm about to have a bit. Oh, it's about to be some shit. How did I get into this? Should have never came home with this bitch. You knew you was coming in Mr. Big House. It's the second time you done fuck one of Mr. Big old ladies, okay? The first time she was getting her ass beat by Mr. Big and you came around and rescued her. I'm guessing so that you can abuse her too? The fuck? You didn't fuck 2 of Mr. Big old ladies, and now it's her fault. I should have never came home with this freak. What? See how they throw you? Yes, R. Kelly did right there. See how they just throw you to the wolves? They'll make a hoe out of you and then be like, I wasn't with this hoe. Can't believe this. Low down dirty woman, back from where you come from. And you know what's so funny? All his life, he was still fucking with some younger woman who he know his old ass, his wife right now, who do background singing for him. Like he only staying with her because he know he about to die. All his brothers is gone. Like you you don't have enough years left to trade her in for a younger model. So you got to hold on to her while you still got her, while you're still here. I know y'all saw Ronald down there with his blonde, beautiful, his background singer. Mm-hmm. 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 But yeah, the music has definitely influenced a lot of y'all to, you know, romanticize what technically is abuse. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm done. And we're going to come back on Jamie channel for the Ooh Ladies First panel. And I'm going to come back tomorrow and we're going to talk some more shit. So if y'all want to further argue with me in my comments, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want to further come to me with the bullshit, come and do it tomorrow. You heard me? All right. Bye.